Hi everyone, Coach K here. So today we're going to talk about how do I transfer a ERC-20 token to a BEP token onto Binance. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. This will apply for UND token today for unification, but this also applies for all other ERC-20 tokens getting swapped over to BEP-2. That could be Veracity, that could be any of the other ones like Kova that are coming, etc. So before we get started, what you guys can do is you're going to need your phone. A trust wallet is obviously probably one of the easier ways. You can use other methods as well, like just using a private key, for example, but you're going to want to set up your Binance Dex phone as well. Another really important piece, if you are in the United States, you're going to need to use a VPN so that you can block your IP. Otherwise it won't let you on the Binance Dex on binance.org. So couple things you're going to need: your Binance.com account. If you don't have an account, there's in this video, in the description, there's a reference. Just click on that and you can sign in through that as well. And if you have it on MetaMask or DigiFinex, or you have it on Bit4X, it doesn't matter. You can easily send those tokens directly this way, and I'll show you how to do all that. So this is a guide and a walkthrough of how to do this, and I'll be here every step of the way. So before we get started, smash up some likes for me guys in the YouTube video, as well as subscribe to my channel. I will be releasing lots of other really important videos, as well as project reviews, interviews, etc. And I've done many of these for about 2 years, so if you want to check those out, you can too. Now let's get started. And first thing we need is Binance. So we go in our Binance account, we set it all up, and then we go to funds and we click on deposits. Okay, so in our deposits, you guys can see that I have already test trenched and deposited 200 UND. No problem, it all went through very smoothly. And this is how you do it. So you're gonna go here and you're gonna click Ethereum, ETH, and Ethereum will say right here that ERC-20 BNB can be sent to this address in order to convert it to BEP-2 BNB. Really easy stuff. Now you're obviously going to need your MetaMask or your DigiFinex wallet, whatever wallet you have. You're going to need to go to that wallet and you're going to have to find UND. So if you have a wallet like this and you won't see, let's say that you have UND in that wallet. So let's say I have 800 UND in this wallet. I need to select that in MetaMask. If you're on an exchange, the same thing. You just go to withdrawal on the exchange, and then you're going to send it to this Ethereum address. Okay, so this is the address you're going to copy, and you're going to go and send it to there. Now, let's say you don't have the UND address. That's okay. What you can do is you can go and expand you can go to your wallet and expand it. And here's the deposit, right? So I can go to this, click on the hash, find out the contract address from where it was sent. And I can click on UND right there, and I can find the contract address. So you're going to copy that, right? So you're going to copy this, and you're going to do this. You're going to go on to MetaMask or any other wallet that you're using if you can't see UND right now, and you're going to go to add a token. You're going to go custom. You're going to paste that in. You're going to write UND, and you're going to write 18. I've already put it in, but you will put 18 and then say next. It won't let me do it because I've already been selected, but that's how you'll do it. And then after that, it will show up in your MetaMask. If you're using your Mu, the exact same thing applies. Go to custom token and do the same thing. Now I'll just show you how to do that. My Ether wallets, it's really easy to do this, guys. So you don't have to really worry about it. It's not really a high stress situation. You go on my Ether wallet, you can connect in, you can connect into your MetaMask by clicking access my wallet. And on MetaMask, click access and it will open up. And the same thing applies here, where it's going to load up your MetaMask, find all the coins that's in your wallet, and then you can click on custom token. Again, go here, copy the actual address for the contract, paste it in here, symbol UND 18, and save. And then it will pop up inside of my Ether wallet, which is right there. It's 800. That's all you have to do. It's really not too hard, but now you know exactly how to do it, so you feel a little bit more confident before you even get started. So that's how you do it. You could send it from here. You could send it to Binance copy this code, go to your Mu, paste it in here, choose UND, and send, let's say 100 from here, or let's say we'll do 200 from here. You will say, yes, I want to send that transaction. Cool. And it will pop up over here. You'll say confirm, and it will send it off to that Binance account. Okay, so those are gone. Now I want to see where that transaction's gone easily. I can just click on my Ether wallet or my MetaMask here. I can look to see, is it gone yet? No. I will then go into my Etherscan and see if I've been sending it. So it's pending right now. Here's the TX hash, and it's sent off over successfully to Binance. So now it's going over to Binance, and we're waiting for it to arrive on Binance. Okay, so it's been sent over to the Ethereum address, and it will take, you know, its normal time to get there. So no big deal, right? Now, if I want to send it from my actual Mu, the exact same thing applies. I'm going to go to UND. As you see, I now have 600. I'm going to send, and I'm going to copy this address from Binance. Remember, it's your deposit address. Don't make that mistake, please. And then you're going to go and send it. So you're going to click on UND, click on send. The recipient address is the one in your Binance, and I'm going to send the rest of my 600 there. So I'm going to do max amount, and I'm going to go next, and then I'm going to confirm that one as well. So now it's pending, as you can see. This is why I like using my Mu, because it actually shows you right away what's happening with the tokens. So you can see like, oh, this is going or not. As you see, the -200 and the -200 and the -600. So I did 1,000 just to, you know, show you guys how to do it. And then we just have to wait for it to show up on Binance. Okay, so if you go here and you click on deposits here again, you see that it's confirming transactions. So now we know that UND is coming. Great. So we've sent it to our Ethereum address. Like it said over here, ERC-20 will swap it to BEP-2 BNB, right? So that's all great and dandy. Now, I'm going to show you, because I already have 100 left in, because it takes about 30 minutes. So if you worry about like what's taking so long, it gets on there and takes about 30 minutes to send to the DEX. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do that next. So the first thing we need to do is go, okay, now I need to find in my withdrawals. So the next thing I want to do, right? So I've deposited into Binance. So I have the coins in Binance now, right? So how do I find my coins is a good question that a lot of people ask. Very easily, okay? Once you've done the token swap or sent the coins in, you just click on here and you click UND. Once they're in actual Binance, you'll see them. Okay, great. Now, right now we're in the deposit side, right? So you can't deposit because you've already deposited UND. So you're not going to deposit it anywhere because you can't. And this is a really important piece of information. You cannot send this to any other exchange until mainnet in Q4. So ERC-20 tokens won't work. You will not be able to send these back to any other exchange. This is why there's a 10%. There's 10% that's going to be coming to you as a bonus, and I'll explain that as well later. The next piece of information that we have to wait for. So now we see both of our transactions are coming in. I want to now send this to the DEX, right? So if you don't have a DEX, this is what you have to do. Go to the DEX, and you're going to either create a wallet and go through the steps. You'll need your trust wallet on your phone, like I said, or to create a wallet any other way. So I can click on create a wallet. You click through the steps, and then you have, you know, you make a password, and you go through the same way as you create any other wallet. So I'm not going to create a wallet because I don't need to. I already have one. So I'm going to unlock my wallet on my phone. So you use your that's why I like Wallet Connect, because you can use your trust wallet very easily. I'm going to then take my phone, click on this, and scan this QR code right here. Now it's opening on my phone. I say yes, I approve it, and as you guys see, it pops up right there. Okay, so now you're wondering, well, where's my UND? Well, it's not traded on the DEX yet, right? We have to wait a few more days. So what do we have to do? We have to go find it in our balances. As you can see right now, I have 95 UND because it costs 5 UND to send a transaction. So keep that in mind. You don't want to send a lot of transactions because you will have to pay some UND. It cost me, I think, 30 cents to send these to the DEX. Just keep that in mind. You don't want to send like 50 different transactions, but it's okay for a test transaction to spend 5 UND for that, okay? Now, what we need to do is we look here and we need to copy this right here. So this is our Binance public key, right? So I'm going to copy that. And what I want you guys to do is open a notepad and save this. Now you can put this on your phone somewhere because it's your public key. Private keys, you can't share. Public keys are like, send me money, great. Send me crypto, great, no problem. But you want to keep that somewhere so you remember it. But really all you have to do is log in on your Trust wallet anytime, and that wallet address will be there. So it doesn't really matter, but it's good to keep around. You're going to copy that address so you know you have it right here. And now how to actually send your crypto to the exchange is really easy. We go here, we click on, instead of deposits, we're going to click withdrawals, and we're going to withdraw UND. So I'm going to paste this address here, okay? And then I'm going to click on no memo. Do not click memo, click no memo. Okay, reminder, no memo. Follow this exactly the way I'm doing it. You'll have no problems at all. So I'm going to send 100 UND that are available right now. Of course, I have more coming, and that's fine. I'm showing you guys as an example. So I'm going to submit that. I'm going to click submit. I'm going to get my Google authentication code, and it's going to say, great, we now need your email confirmation like you always do for all your other transactions. So great, let's do that. Let's go to my email. Let's click on inbox. Give it a second. It'll probably take a second to get there. There it is. And I'm going to confirm the withdrawal just like I always would for any other transactions. Great. It's done. Now, it's going to take about 30 minutes to get there. So, you know, don't freak out if it takes a little time. Go drink a coffee and chill. All right. No big deal. Everything is all good. Okay. Once you've gone through that 30 minutes, you're going to see on your DEX, here's UND EBC. It's there, and you can now not trade it yet, but you will be able to trade it. So that's all you have to do. So to go through everything all over again really quickly, the first thing that you need to do is click on deposits. Okay, you're going to deposit to your Ethereum address, okay, to your ETH address. UND will not be there when you first look, okay, so don't look for UND. You're going to copy this exact ETH address from Binance. And what are you going to do? You are going to send the UND from either your MetaMask, okay, from your MetaMask, let's say, or you're going to send it from your MyEther wallet, or you're going to send it from any other Ethereum wallet or an exchange wallet to that address. So it doesn't really matter. Really important is you will not be able to send them back to any other addresses other than on Binance until mainnet Q4, so you will have to keep them on Binance DEX. You will not be able to move them off the DEX, okay? You'll have to keep them there because until exchanges accept BEP-2 tokens, it will stay swapped and your ERC-20 tokens will be burned, so they'll be gone. Okay, so once I deposit, you'll see them depositing here, and when they are deposited, you can then go to withdrawal. So once they're there, you want to withdraw to the DEX. And you're going to then click no memo. You're going to go to your Binance DEX. You're going to copy. Once you've created a wallet, you're going to copy your public key. Then you're going to go here. You're going to paste it there. And you're going to withdraw the UND that you're planning to withdraw. And you'll see that it will process right here and we'll make a TXID. And it takes about 30 minutes or so. Okay, so don't freak out if it takes a little bit of time. They do have to burn and swap your tokens, and it takes a little. If you've been in crypto and you know how to swap and stuff, it shouldn't be too hard. But really important here is that now you know how to do it, right? And you've had a step-by-step of how to go through this whole process. Take your time, do a test transaction first. Don't push out like needing to do it quick. Token swap happens on the actual exchange. So you do step-by-step first. Make sure you have your Binance.com account. If you don't, click on the link below and it will bring you to Binance and set up your account. And if you're a US citizen, just make sure that you don't put your US ID right now because of the whole Binance US thing. So you're going to use like just a non-KYC account for this. then you're going to send them over and you're going to use the DEX anyways, and use a VPN with a non-US IP, okay? Meaning get a VPN like Windscribe, for example, and make sure that it's not in USA. Make it like in Thailand where I live or somewhere else. If you need BNB on the DEX, same thing. You can do BNB the same way, or any other token. If you swap Veracity or Spencoin or Kenya or any of those coins that are going to be on it, and I can show you that list right here. There's quite a few actually that you probably don't even know. Bolt, Kasha, Chills, you know, obviously we have Harmony, Raven Protocol, Pledge Coin. So there's quite a few coins that are actually going to be on here. Lend, Borrow, Assets, Honest, Gifto, GTEX, etc. So there's quite a few actually you may have not even known that are on there. So now you'll be able to see all of those as well. Okay, now, next thing that's really cool. Once you've deposited all your UND onto Binance in your Binance DEX, check this stuff out. This is super cool. So in order for adoption on the actual Binance chain, here's a couple really cool things that they're doing. They're going to be giving away 10% of whatever UND you have. So if you deposit 100,000 UND and you leave it on the DEX from the 20th of June, which is in 2 days, as you can see here, they're going to take a snapshot of that. So all BEP-2 UND wallets, you have to put it on there. So don't leave it on the exchange. Don't leave it on your MetaMask. Do the swap right now with all your coins, because in the next day, 24 hours later, on the 21st of, a month later, on the 21st of July, you'll do another snapshot. Okay. So if you just left it for 1 full month on there and didn't actually do anything, you'll get 10% UND. Right? So let's say you had 100,000, you'll get 110,000 UND. They'll just send you 10,000 UND. Now, a really cool thing is if you have more, because you've been trading, even better, because now you get more. You can get a free listing on Binance.com, which is obviously huge. So the airdrop is not partnered with Binance, so keep that in mind. And now I'm just going to go up here to the actual trading competition. All right, so the Lunar trading competition is going to work from the 20th of June, and they're going to open it up, and all different people on Binance DEX are going to be in this competition together. Now, we need at least $50,000 US a day of volume on Binance DEX. So basically $50,000 worth of UND needs to be traded every single day, and not wash traded, meaning you can't send from one of your wallets to the other wallets and other wallets. You have to actually trade it on the exchange, probably for Binance coin, and then back and forth, right? So you're going to be trading this coin, and obviously trying to increase your Binance coin, then buy even more UND, and so on and so forth, right? And so you're going to trade in and out. Now, the first rules that they have to talk about is that there's no wash trading, like they said. So you can't have like 2 accounts and just send them back and forth for lots of, and Binance is looking at this too. So if you do this, you will not be considered for the listing. So do not send a ton of coins between 2 accounts, because that will actually disqualify us at UND, and any other project, whether it be Veracity or others, they will get disqualified for doing this. You have to actually trade it, okay? So the Lunar landing has a really beautiful rewards. First place, that is a top trader, will get 1 BTC and 100,000 UND. Second, 200 BNB and 50,000 UND, and so on and so forth, all the way to the bottom. So you will be able to win crypto if you're trading during this competition. Okay. Now, the minimum requirement to receive rewards for the top 5 is that there is a minimum of $50,000 equivalent UND per day. So we need to trade it. Otherwise, there is not as many benefits that we will get, and they will actually lower and scale it down. So you want to actually make sure we hit those. And I mean, $50,000 a day, that's in and out. So we should definitely be able to get to 50K a day if everyone in the community, or at least some of the people in the community, are actually active. So be active so we can actually help this project grow. UND rewards will be awarded, and if the BTC BNB rewards are one's higher than the other, they'll give you the higher outcome of whichever one it is. So BNB is, if 200 BNB is worth more than 1 BTC, they'll give you that. If 1 BTC is worth more than 200 BNB, they'll give you that. So that's what they're going to do. So it's fair. Now, the Lunar trading competition will end exactly 1 month later. And they're going to actually track this in the Unification Foundation, and as well on the websites and trading BNB and UND. So it's really cool. Get to be on the leaderboard and try to actually profit and make some more UND in the process and maybe win. But the really important part here is that we get UND to be listed on Binance.com, and it's a free listing. So the more activity we have, the higher chances. And CZ said today that he would even do 3 or 4 listings if we have a lot of activity on the DEX. So it's not just one group at a time. So if we have a really active group of traders and we only have a 2.4 million market cap, which is right now what we have, you can see where that would go. So that's pretty much all it is, right? My tokens are now swapped and I have 190 UND stuck on the exchange, not stuck, but like on the exchange. We can't move them, leave them on there. Do not try to send them anywhere outside of Binance, because if you do, it will not work because it's not an ERC-20 token, okay? So now we're keeping them on here. We're leaving them until Q4, and we're going to use it. And hopefully after that Lunar trading competition, CZ sees UND as a awesome project, which it absolutely is, and then says yes, here's a free listing on Binance.com, and then you can move your UND onto Binance.com, and so on and so forth. So that's basically how you do it. It's a little bit confusing at the start, but hopefully this walkthrough guide, it really helps you get to be comfortable. But start off with a really small amount of tokens. That's really going to help a lot, and that's really all you got to do. That's basically it. So if you like this video and you found it really helpful, throw in a comment at the bottom of the video, click that subscribe, click on the like. This is a useful tool for every single cryptocurrency that's ERC switching over to BEP-2. I just used UND because that's the one that I'm focused on today, but it won't matter if it's any of the other ones. The exact same process will happen. So now you know how to do it for one, you know how to do it for all of them. So I hope that helped you guys out. Subscribe, like, smash them up, and I'll see you guys soon. Coach K signing out. Have yourselves a great day, guys. Bye-bye.